And there's a video I've been meaning to post. Okay, first of all, my YouTube is acting really strange. It's not letting me upload videos from my phone. It only lets me do it from my iPad for some reason. So I filmed a video a few days ago that I've been meaning to post. So when you see that, in that video I talked about my skin, but that was like a week ago, and this is today on the 7th that I'm filming this for like context, whatever. Anyways, I talked in my last video about how I was going to the dermatologist to finally like try to find something to help me, because I've had the worst chronic eczema, whatever, for basically my whole life. I did the topical steroid route for the majority of my time with eczema, and then they stopped working, so I had to move to doing nothing, because at the time I didn't know that there were even like treatment options available. I didn't know anything about immunosuppressants. I didn't know anything about like biologics. So I just let myself suffer for over 2 years, and actually didn't know anything about treatments for eczema until I started doing research on TikTok, which is crazy. I learned that it's important to like vouch for yourself and to advocate for yourself. That's kind of the same thing. But I mean, like, if you have a condition and you've done research, good research, on something that you think might help you, then like ask your doctor specifically about that thing, because I was never really offered this. I had to ask about it. So it's important to take your health like into your hands and to like just speak up for yourself, you know. So I had my dermatology, I had the referral done like months ago, like 2 months ago. They finally got me in today, and I went in and she checked my notes, and she was like, okay, so you're here for like your eczema. Your doctor said that it's like full body and it's intense. And I was like, yeah. She had a quick look at my skin. Like, the thing is, it's so bad and it's just everywhere that they don't even need to like search for it. I literally just took my shirt off and like rolled up my pants, and she was like, yeah, okay, so your doc was right. And I said, yeah. The thing that I was worried about going into the derm appointment was that the only thing that they were going to offer me was topical steroids or oral steroids, or just more freaking steroids. And I was like, there's nothing in this world that could make me even consider going on more steroids again for my eczema. So that was completely off the table for me, as you know, if you like really watch my videos. So I said, like, right away, pretty much when I got there, I said, like, I'm not okay or comfortable using steroids. And she didn't even like question me. She didn't even like say, oh, well, you weren't using them right, or like I didn't get the regular dermatologist yap that if you have eczema, that you know, like any other doctor. I've seen nurses, I've seen doctors, my pediatrician, like all of them, they were like, yeah, like it's because you're not using them right, or you just need a higher dose, or like this is the only thing that's gonna get rid of your eczema, like sorry, that's the only option. And that was obviously really, really, really frustrating. So right when I said that, she actually listened to me, and I almost wanted to cry, because I was like, what a freaking relief. I'm really dragging this story out, guys. Anyways, she was like, so I mentioned how I've done so much research about Dupixent, and how I want to try this medicine called Dupixent. And she was like, yeah, like I think that's the right thing to do. The only thing though is it's really, really, really hard wasn't surprised. I was literally just anxious. And then when I realized, okay, girl, calm down, then I felt fine. I've felt fine since, which was a relief to me and my parents because we didn't want me to have an allergic reaction to it, which I didn't, which is amazing. And so far, I'm like already noticing things, and I don't know if it's in my head or if it's the medicine working, but when I get itchy normally, I get so itchy that I can't stop scratching, and I put so much pressure on my skin, and I'm like really like and I just go and go and go, and obviously that's not good. Obviously that does so much damage to my skin, but when you have eczema, you can't control it, because obviously if I could control it, then we wouldn't be here right now. But I have noticed I've been still itchy because it's only been a day, but when I'm itchy, I can like scratch very lightly and I can stop after like 1-2, and that's a crazy feeling for me because I haven't felt that way for years. Supposedly it should clear it up within like a week or 2, which is absolutely insane, and I'm like hoping it does that, but I'm not like, oh, it needs to clear up, like, because I don't want to go into it expecting something, and then if something like happens, like I don't want to be disappointed, but like so far so good. I'm monitoring my health and my side effects and my symptoms very closely. I made a journal. I should have shown you guys. It's in the kitchen, but it's in the kitchen, but I like wrote down how my sleep is doing, how the itch is, the percent of my body it's covering, the severity, headaches, nausea, body aches, my appetite, my fatigue. I took a fat nap after I took that first dose, I will say, which is like not out of the ordinary, I don't think, because it's a new thing going on in my body. My body's probably like, whoa, and needs a sec to rest, but yeah, I looked at the side effects. The common side effects are like nausea, which when I saw nausea as a common side effect, I was like, oh my god, because I'm so scared of throwing up, but I haven't been nauseous, so I'm grateful. Nausea, acne is a big one with these like JAK inhibitors. Like people with eczema, I've heard stories where they like go on it and their skin initially is so dry prior to going on it, then they go on it and they have like oily skin and a bunch of pimples. And to me, when I hear oily skin and a bunch of pimples, I hear absolute blissful heaven. I frankly don't care if my face erupts with acne as long as it's not just couldn't, like, I couldn't go on. That's a little dramatic, but like, I couldn't, like, I just hated living these years of my teenage life, within, like, an illness, and, like, not really living. Like, I didn't feel like I was really living. So the risk and the reward, on one hand, my immune system is going to be a little bit down. On the other hand, the quality of my life, hopefully if it works, is going to skyrocket. And the thing is, I feel like I've had these things, like, stripped away from me, like the ability to, like, enjoy life, and just basic things like showering, sleeping, eating, seeing friends, seeing even my own boyfriend. Like, poor guy, my skin had been so bad that when we'd hang out, like, I wouldn't even let him, like, touch me, hug me, nothing, because everything hurt, everything was uncomfortable. It was just not fun, and I'm like, I'm not living my life. I'm not. Anyways, what was I even saying? What was I saying, guys? What was I saying? I don't know. Oh, okay. So having all these, like, basic things that most people have, having them, like, stripped from me has made me so grateful, and it's going to make me so unbelievably grateful, like, to just wake up in the morning and take a shower. Like, do you know how grateful that is going to be? Do you know how happy that's going to make me? Like, no, you don't. It's going to make me thrilled. Yeah, anyways, life has been lifing lately. I'm waiting to hear back from university applications, and then I'm also, like, trying to figure out where I want to go, you know, if I do get into all the schools I applied to. It's very complicated. And yesterday I did something very new and very fun. I took a ballet class, because lately my skin has already been quite calm, but the eczema is still full body and itchy. But, like, compared to it at its worst, it's actually been quite decent. So I was like, I need to make the most out of this and take a ballet class. And I found adult beginner ballet classes, and I was like, oh my gosh, sign me up. It was like $20 too. So I went there yesterday, and I had the time of my life, because I used to take ballet, like, serious, like, Vaganova Russian ballet, when I was, like, all my life. No, I did regular ballet, and then when I was like 10 to like 13, I did a Russian ballet. Like, I did the Nutcracker, I was on point, I did it all. And not like the Nutcracker, like a school dance recital. It was like the Nutcracker that people bought tickets to. Anyways, so I was very passionate about ballet, and then I stopped, and then I haven't done ballet since, and it just felt really nice, because I really enjoy doing ballet. It makes me feel, like, beautiful, and it's also the greatest workout for me, because I'm dancing and I love dancing, but, like, holy workout, holy, my muscles were going through it. I am so sore today, but it was so fun, and it was so close, like, which is amazing. So I am going to keep doing those classes, because $20, like, $20 for a class, okay, thank you. Anyways, I also bought, like, a leotard for it and everything. It was so fun. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this long ramble. I'm so excited to keep you posted. Let's manifest that everything goes well. That my medicine